We'll set one. All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I am G Flux the Great, G Flux the Grand, G Flux the Magnificent, and this is the Lucent Truth. Today, we're going to talk about a few things, but first, I'll introduce the other members here. First, we have the Almighty Mutundo. Say what's up.
What's up? What's up?
So, what you working on?
I am redoing the inking on my Brother Truth full body. Since I've been instructed how to do it properly, it's going a lot smoother this time.
Okay. So, what are you working on, Mr. Khalif? Introduce yourself, or Carbon.
Yo, I'm just trying to make a bus sculpt of Gilgamesh from the Fate series.
The Fate series, that Fate Stay Night thing.
Yeah,
Man, everyone, I've seen clips of that anime, and it'll
it's not meant
like
for you, bro.
yeah, like the fight scenes and stuff looks cool, but I just get so bored by the story. I just can't get into it.
Well, he's one of the cooler characters in the series. To be honest, he's one of the cooler characters.
We got to do a stream next week just on anime because I've been watching a lot of anime that I've been liking recently, like Dragon Ball Daima. Been really getting into that. Solo Leveling. I didn't think I would like that, but I'm actually kind of enjoying it. It's popcorn anime. You get straight to it. It's just a lot of fun to watch. Action, doesn't go too deeply. Let's see what else have I been watching. There's one that I binge watched in one day, and I really liked it though. It was called Kaiju Number 8. So I really enjoyed that one too.
I've seen the videos of that online. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
A new season of what? Invincible started too. I started watching that.
Oh, it did? I didn't know the new season started.
Yeah, and
it's pretty good so far.
It's pretty good so far. I'll agree with Carbon.
Yeah, because I thought the second season was just kind of meh.
Nah, it's way better this season, bro.
Is it?
At least start out right.
Well, the second season didn't start too bad.
You know what I'm thinking of doing with this? They did with the second season. They don't want to rush the story because even Robert Kirkland and the story, the people in charge of pacing it out said hey, if we could actually do the full story in about 2 seasons. So I think they're just stretching it out. But yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Could they do I don't think they can do the full story unless they just because how many episodes? It's only 10 episodes per season. There's a lot of stuff that happens. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happens in it.
Well, they could have
stretch it out, bro.
They could have all of that. I don't know. I think they could do at least 5-6 seasons easy. But
I thought the ending for the second season was a little bit anticlimactic. I thought the first season ended better, but I mean, it's hard to top that the ending for that first season, though. That's for sure.
Well, the beginning of this next season is actually pretty good.
All right, well, you guys want to get started? Oh, I guess I'll tell everybody what I'm working on. I'm actually working on the character design for my main character in a little short animation I'm working on called Orchard Organis.
Look at them boobies.
I am using, she'll eventually be clothed, but I'm just doing the
I think she's perfect the way she is.
Just doing the base.
Get the channel demonetized, you don't have no ad revenue.
And then I'll add, they ain't getting no ad revenue anyway. We're not getting it anyway. But yeah, I'm using Clip Studio. It's been really my go-to program the last few years, man. I noticed today I did update Photoshop and it is running better, but Photoshop has just been really buggy lately. It's just really been annoying.
It's been okay for me when I've been using it, but
which version are you using right now?
I think I still might be in the 20 version because I haven't updated that thing forever.
I think I updated mine to 26 today, and that one works a lot better because the one I had before, man, was logging on my computer, was taking forever to open. It was just really annoying. But I did update it, and it is working a lot better. But yeah, this might be my go-to program. So which program are you using right now, Khalif?
Right now, I'm in Blender right now.
Okay, Blender.
I played around Photoshop a little bit recently.
Which program are you using? The Almighty Mutundo?
I'm still using Krita. I'm going to go to Clip Studio I just purchased that. I'm just not sure how I'm gonna swap everything over.
You can just save them as PSD files, and you can open up PSD files in Krita if I'm not mistaken. Can you?
You should be able to.
I think you can. PSD has become kind of like a standard at this point.
We shall find out later, but I'm not going to do anything to it now.
Yeah. Well, without further ado, I will share my screen here, and we'll watch our first trailer. And then, as we're drawing and modeling, we will discuss what we think of it. So our first trailer is going to be the Captain America Brave New World trailer. And I think I have the right one. Almighty Mutanda, where's it at?
For this thing, man.
And share. Okay. Here. And let's get it centered here. Make sure everything's in frame. Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, and go.
The global power is shifting.
Since when were they red?
You want me? Come and get me! Come and get me!
The world is on the brink of war.
So that was it?
What was that, bro? Are you kidding?
Is that it? I mean, it was kind of like a little teaser, I guess. So is that the one that you wanted to watch?
Yeah, they had a team where
Mutanda?
he was fighting somebody, and this guy was handing him his ass. And I'm like, man, Marvel must have like got
Which
fight.
maybe I didn't find the right trailer because which one is it? Because I watched this one.
They
This
need
one
to
doesn't
put
have
all budget towards their games, bro.
Do you know which one it is?
I saw it on Facebook, so I can't.
Oh, you didn't watch the. I mean, that might be the whole trailer there. You didn't watch the whole trailer.
I think I seen this one. Is this it right here?
Man hasn't retired yet, bro.
Does this look familiar?
No.
Mutanda?
No.
Bro, when is Harrison Ford going to retire, bro? That man's too old, bro.
Well, this was 3 weeks. This one was 3 weeks ago, right here.
You can't tell me he isn't.
I think I seen this one.
Yeah,
once you get over 60, you have a lot of money, bro. You should be forced to retire if you have a lot of money, bro. There's no reason for you to keep working with a lot of money over 60, bro.
All right, well,
let's talk about
this one's the final trailer. Is this the final trailer right here? Is this the one?
Yeah, that's a day ago.
This one came out a day ago. Is this the one?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right, let's watch this one real quick.
You know what?
Commercials. Dang, man.
You need to get that Brave.
I know. Jeez, I just want to watch the video.
I told you about the Brave browser. Why did you not download it by now, bro? It is the best browser. There's no other better browser than Brave.
Let's see how strong your shield really is, Cap.
All right. Okay. So, all
You
right.
got
Here we go.
Let's see how strong your shield really is,
Captain
Captain America. Ladies and gentlemen, this new element belongs to all of us. Adamantium. We can't let it end up in the wrong hands. I have played the long game.
All right.
Package is secured.
Let's go. If anyone is going to get it first.
All right. Did y'all see what I just saw? I gotta rewind that.
Some old man, Harrison Ford.
No. What is that in his hand?
Man, guess what?
That doesn't look nice. It doesn't look anything at all. He got a little axe. Like, what's that gonna do? Like, all right, I'm sure.
I mean, he's got to be discreet, you know. You got to be discreet. You can hide that, you know, in your jacket, you know. It's a little weapon.
I'm sure there's a plot point in the movie that explains why he has that little axe, but I mean, I don't know, like from a trailer perspective, and you're trying to get the.
It's a
Oh, I get
discreet
you.
weapon. Like, come on, now you might have to be
It
discreet. He's
just
not
makes
wearing
him
the
look. It
super
just
suit.
makes him look.
He's being discreet. Like, come on, now you can't
What
always
is
have a
it?
crazy weapon. He isn't in his super suit, bro. So he has to be discreet.
Why does he have that little axe?
Because
What is
he's
he gonna
trying.
do? with that?
Look, he could hide that in his coat, right, and just pull it out. You know, do what you do.
Ain't gonna do shit, Garvin. You know.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just. I'm sure there's a plot point, but if you're trying to get the audience engaged, it's just like it just seems so.
Yeah,
Well, it
What
got
I'm
you
looking
engaged,
for,
did it?
like-
Did it not get you engaged? You had to rewind to see this, okay?
I
They did
reminded
his
because
job.
it just looks
You
so
are
ridiculous.
engaged because you paused to back up and reverse the scene.
All
So
right,
you
okay.
are engaged.
Okay, let's continue. I'm just gonna play the rest. I won't stop it again.
The long
Yeah,
game.
you're engaged.
Sam, package is secured.
Let's go. If anyone is going to get it first, it's going to be us. Let's see how strong your shield really is, Captain America. Work with me, Sam. The country needs this.
This isn't just about adamantium. There's something bigger at play.
You ever see anything like this?
We need to move. So many surprises left. Should have taken that serum.
Come and get me!
Stand by for proof of death.
This is it.
Whatever they did to Ross, it's bad. I have to stop him.
Then America caught without his wings. How did he just do that?
You must be new!
Earth changed, really changed.
Ross, I know you're in there. Don't let him pull the string.
All right. Okay, who wants to go first?
I like Anthony Mackie. One of the very first movies I ever saw him in was The Adjustment Bureau. Right?
Wasn't he in some Spike Lee flicks back in the day?
I don't care. So, I'll be honest with you. Unless they do The Leader, that's the only thing I haven't seen of any of these trailers. I haven't seen The Leader yet. Hey, you remember The Leader from the Hulk cartoon back in the early 90s?
I hear, but try to keep it to the trailer. Let's
Yeah,
you know.
but like I think they cut a lot of money for the budget. Like, hey, we got to keep the rights, so let's put out something real quick because it's not very.
The games.
They're doing more and more.
I think my problem with it is everything looks fake. Like nothing looks grounded. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing looks. It doesn't look good. It's not a good looking movie. Nothing looks real. I'm not enthused about this at all. Even when he said I should have took the serum, I'm like, yeah, that if you took the serum, it would have made it more interesting. I think. You know
what? I'm usually all for the black characters, especially in the comics, right? But the Falcon has never been an interesting character to me at all.
How about, yeah, I've been saying for years. I mean, he's a good sidekick.
He's an excellent sidekick, but
yeah, good sidekick. I'll give him that.
Well, beyond that,
other than that, man, yeah, I mean, it's just not. I don't know, man. I'm just not feeling it. I think that I think there's nothing about it that that really
draws your attention.
Yeah, intrigues me. I'll say this too. I think Chris Evans' portrayal of the character, I think it's hard to top that. I think everyone kind of fell in love, especially after Winter Soldier. I mean, because what was the first one called? It was Captain America. It was the First Avenger. I think that one kind of set the stage, even though it's not the best movie among the Captain America movies. It sets the stage well enough. And I think everyone kind of fell in love with the character after the second movie. I think of it also in Avengers. The Avengers movies really kind of he set the ball. Everyone kind of fell in love with that particular version of the character, and this one just doesn't. Again, I just think he's a good sidekick. I just don't think he can carry a movie. Like, I could be wrong. I think I bet this guy a couple of years ago that this movie was going to flop. We'll see. I think it's going to flop. It just doesn't intrigue me. Some people were saying that the Red Hulk might be enough to kind of bring people to theaters because he's kind of new and interesting.
No,
he's not new. What do you mean?
Well, to the average public, he might be. Like, to me, to us, we aren't. We're nerds, we're geeks. We know this type of lore. We know he's been in the comics for a little while now. But to like the average Joe Blow, like, oh, they got it right. Like, some people are saying that it might be enough to kind of, spark people's interest to want to go see this. I don't know. I think it's gonna flop. There's nothing about it that really intrigues me at all. Again, like, the action doesn't look particularly good. I know they explained that he has the vibranium suit, and that's why he can take some of the damage that he clearly would not be able to take if he was just, without the suit. He's just regular human. But I don't know, guys. I'm not feeling it. Just not feeling it.
Not at all.
What do you think, Carver?
We'll find out next week.
I told you, man. He need to just stick with the games at this point, man. Just cut all the budget for the movies, and at this point, put it into the games. That's personal opinion.
The movies,
even their worst games are more entertaining than their worst movies. I'm sorry, it just is. I don't know if the movie necessarily gonna be bad, but I'm not gonna watch
it. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to theater to see it.
And they need to cut this and put this money towards Spider-Verse. I know technically this is Disney, but it's like, they gotta put this money towards like a movie that's gonna do well, That's why.
Well, you gotta remember when they started production on this. I mean, this movie has gone through multiple reshoots. Right?
They could have canceled it, and just gave up.
I would have canceled it too. Yeah. I think I would have canceled it too.
Well, they're trying to. He just doesn't seem like a leader to me. If that makes sense.
Also, Harrison Ford needs to retire too, but he's too old, bro.
Well, he's
got to be 80, right?
he's too old. Like, come on now.
Well, William Hurt passed away. That's the reason why.
That's right, he did.
Like I was saying, bro, once you hit over your 60s, bro, and you have a lot of money, you should just retire at that point. I don't know why you keep working. Why would you keep working? You have a lot of money. It doesn't make no sense to you hit your 60s. Like, I can't understand.
I mean, some people do.
Why? It makes no sense. Why would you not retire? Like, why would you want to
acting though, I think you have a little bit more longevity. If you as long as your body and your mind is kind of held up, because with any like major athletic aspect to the role, they can get doubles, and usually you're cast as an older person anyway when you're older, so you're not going to be doing a whole bunch of action shit.
But I'll boycott a movie for that. They're too old, bro. I'll boycott not watch it because they're too old.
In fact, I can see Harrison Ford more in this role than I can in Indiana Jones, because Indiana Jones is like a youthful type of film. It needs a somewhat youthful lead. I don't necessarily have to mean like a really young. It could be middle age, but 80. It's an action adventure type of movie. At least in this movie, even though it's action adventure or sci-fi, kind of like comic booky movie.
He transforms until
he transforms, so you can use you're using CG or whatever. But for the most part, he's playing an old ass president. We've had literally 2 old ass 80-year-old presidents in a row. So
it's not a good thing. Like, let's be honest, that's not been a good thing.
It's not about whether it's a good thing.
Old people in the government. That's the main problem right now.
Yeah, but you're getting confused. It's not about whether or not it's a good thing. The point is that it's realistic. Like, it's believable that he could be this role. It's not believable that he's Indiana Jones and still running around like he's 30 or 40 years old. It's just.
I didn't watch that movie. I didn't watch this either, bro.
Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make.
They too need to retire.
Whether you like the fact that whether you like the fact that the presidents are too old is not the point. The point is that that's believable. I can see him playing an old president. Can't see him playing an action star. That's the main drive part of the movie. Bro. Yeah,
he's too old.
But Any last words
Be in
before
a
we move on
retirement
to
home, 80 years old.
any last words before we move to our next trailer? No one has any
He's
last
too
words.
old.
Okay.
He's too old, bro.
Yeah, he's too old.
just
Yeah,
too
he's too
old.
old.
He's too old,
He's
bro.
too old.
Okay.
I'm mocking you.
Nah, you agree with me now.
I don't care.
We're gonna move on to the next trailer. It is called The Gorge. And the reason why I wanted to look at this one is because we've been complaining a lot lately about not having any original media to consume. And been doing a lot of sequels, a lot of superhero movies and stuff like that. So I figure after watching this trailer, I would share it with everybody else because I think that I don't know how good it's going to be, but after I watch the trailer, I kind of like the premise. Where are they going with this? So but we'll watch it. You guys tell me what you think. Yeah,
I'm tired of her too.
She's a strange looking woman, that is for sure. A lot of people like her though. She's a strange looking woman. All right, let's play.
I have new orders that require me to go dark for at least a year, maybe more. A special assignment in an undisclosed location.
As an elite sniper, are you presently under any private or military contract?
No, there's not a lot of reasons for me right now.
What if I gave you a reason?
There she is. West Tower Observation Post. Your home for the next 365 days. There is no outside communication here.
What's that on the other side?
That is East Tower. Contact with the other side is strictly forbidden.
So what's the mission? To keep people from going in the gorge?
No. You need to stop what's in the gorge from coming out.
What the hell is that?
The gorge is the door to hell. And we're standing guard at the gate.
Dark places shall be.
What's the truth about this place? What's the truth about the gorge?
No! Dark places.
This place is evil.
Why they have
All right,
parachutes?
The
That doesn't
Gorge.
make any sense.
Huh?
Why they have parachutes, right? Their job is to keep whatever's like in there to stay in there, not go down there. So why would they give them parachutes? That would literally just like forfeit their contract. Like there's so why give them parachutes?
When I saw it, the way I was looking at it was, if they needed to escape or get down really quickly or something like that.
Dude, it's for the gorges,
you're
right?
gonna-
Why would they want to go down there? And that's the place they're supposed to be
I
guarding.
don't know, but I figure, you have a parachute if you're that high up. That's the way I look at it. But I could be wrong.
That doesn't make any sense though. For the contract they gave them, it's like if you went down, you just forfeit your contract.
Yeah.
If they have you up there with some of the best weapons. Like look, they had a whole just minigun turn. You know how expensive that has to be? Like, so I'm like, if they have that kind of great stuff, they gotta be with some kind of private, like military or something along those lines, you know, which you probably don't want to just mess up a contract like that. You know, that these are really guarding them. I mean, they're pretty serious about it, right? So I don't really give them parachutes.
You won't be
why only
seeing it
have
in the
two
theater.
people?
Huh?
Why not have more people guarding this important area?
I mean, it's a trailer. We don't know the full extent
story yet.
of. Yeah, we don't know the full story yet. But I don't know. I thought it was intriguing enough to like make me want to go see it. I don't know. So this isn't coming out in theaters?
It is.
Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah, I
mean,
might
it's
have.
Apple.
Yeah, that's an Apple. That's an Apple TV thing.
So
yeah, Apple gets their own shows for like being a part of Apple or something stupid like that. You know?
They don't release their stuff in theaters?
I don't believe so. I think it's exclusive to the Apple.
Well,
like Apple has some exclusive like games and shows and movies. So it's probably one of those Apple TV Plus. I would assume so. Because it has no date on the thing.
Well, it says here it says February 14th.
But that might mean actually on Apple though.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm looking at right now to see when it's going to be released. Yeah, it says on Apple TV Plus. So yeah, it's not gonna be released in theaters. But I do want to check this out.
I hadn't been to the movie theater since like Ant-Man last year.
Oh wow, what was the last one? What's the last movie I went to go see? I've seen something after that for sure. I just can't remember what it is.
Yeah,
I think I saw Dune.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I saw Dune 2. I think was the last movie I saw in theaters.
Are they done with Dune, or are they doing more movies?
I think he's gonna do one more. But I find this one to be interesting, this Gorge movie, because there's enough mystery there, and it's different enough from what's been coming out lately that I think I'll actually spend some time actually watching it. Because there's been so much coming out lately that's either it's a superhero movie, a sequel, or a remake, and that's just getting annoying. I want to see some new original stuff. So I find this intriguing. I want to know what the creatures are down in the gorge. Why were these two selected? Were they selected to be eliminated?
More than likely.
Yeah, that type of thing. I hope that's not what it is, because that's kind of predictable. Like we've seen that type of story 1,000 times.
I think they might be contractors. I think.
Huh?
I think they might be some kind of contractors. I guess.
I mean,
like
we know that
people,
like government contractors, for like assassination. We kind of gather that throughout the trailer.
Because I mean, if this was really some important place, they wouldn't have two people guarding it.
The only thing I didn't like was how the bottom of the gorge looked.
Yeah, just like a regular forest with fog.
Yeah, it was nothing really.
It wasn't special.
Strange about it, yeah.
This was like the gateway to hell, but it didn't look like hell.
Yeah, it didn't really look like.
It did look like a generic forest.
I mean, he might have just been using like a metaphor or something. And then also like, okay, well, if you're a sniper and it's just this giant gorge and you're only sniping over one area of it, like, unless these creatures just can't climb, why can't they just go to another part of the gorge and get out? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that'll be explained in the movie. But when I think of a gorge, I think of something really, really long and large. You would need like snipers set up every, maybe 600 feet or something like that. Cover the whole thing, depending on how big it is. From judging from the movie, it seems really big, unless it's just like a big giant hole in the ground where it's not as big as I think it is.
I still feel like you want more people with the way they're describing it,
Yeah.
They describe it as the gate to hell. I mean, I'm assuming you want way more people than just two people,
I wonder if this is gonna be like a supernatural. What is it listed as? Oh, what it's listed as? An action romance. Action romance.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, look at the picture, bro.
I mean, obviously, but it seems to have either a sci-fi or a supernatural kind of thing going on in it.
Trust me, once they get down there together, that plot point is gonna fall apart. It's gonna be cool until they go down there. Like, oh man, what is this? Well, what happened, bro? This movie was so cool until they get down there. And that's what's gonna fall apart.
Yeah, sometimes a lot of times the buildup for these movies is better than the final act. Especially if they don't, if they don't deliver on that final act, that's for sure.
That is exactly what's gonna happen with this, bro.
Any last thoughts before we move on to the next thing? All right, we'll move on to the next thing. All right, so the next one we are going to watch is called Sinners.
Oh, hold on, I'm back. I had a bunch of restroom, so I muted everything. But yeah, I did have a last thought.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's only one action romance. It's called Long Kiss Goodnight.
That's a good freaking movie, man.
Yes, it is.
That's a good freaking movie. They don't really make movies like that no more, especially
No, they
action
don't.
movies. She has to be one of the coolest female action protagonists ever. I put her above Sarah Connor from the second Terminator movie.
Only one I like more is Ripley, but that's kind of biased because I like the Alien movies.
I can see Ripley. Yeah, Ripley was really cool.
But other than that, you're right. I'll give it.
Even this girl, what's her name? Anna Taylor-Joy. Even her in the trailer of this movie, she just, I don't know. She didn't come off as convincing for this type of role. Like, remember when she did the thing where she like pointed to her eyes and pointed down? Like she was like overstressing it. Like she was trying to be strong, but she actually just looked like, kind of like a frail woman. Not frail, but this average woman. She didn't look like she had strength or could, inspire strength. I wasn't getting that from her in the trailer. But when you watch that freaking Terminator 2 Sarah Connor, like, okay, especially when you judge her from that movie compared to the first movie and how she had to change. Yeah. And then with Ridley from Alien, she had like a leadership quality about her that she kind of looked up to, almost teacher like almost like she was like like she's like a commanding type of teacher. She had that vibe going on. It worked. And then Charlie Baltimore, man, she was just like
a switch. It was literally a switch when she was
and then when she does the switch, it's like it's pure chaotic energy type. You know what I'm saying? Badass chaotic energy. And man, she was convinced. Have you ever seen? Let's pull it up. Have you ever seen Long Kiss Goodnight? Carbon?
No.
We'll pull up the poster.
You know what? He sounds annoyed at everything that we suggest he watch.
Yeah,
I noticed that.
No.
No. But if it has some pixie dust, then he'll be like, yo, you gotta watch this. I'm like, man, this is a classic, man.
Yeah, this was a good freaking movie, man. Got a little Sam Jackson in it.
Dun, 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 dun. Got my gun in my pocket. Dun, 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 dun. Mitch Hennessy.
There was a pirate. There's a pirate movie she played in.
Cutthroat Island.
It was horrible, dude.
Cutthroat Island.
Cutthroat Island. So bad, dude. I was like, man, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna get some Charlie Baltimore vibes in this. She's playing a female pirate, but man, it was not good.
Cutthroat Island.
At all.
And after that, her career just went down the tubes. It didn't go down the tubes, but it wasn't her as big anymore.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next one. The next one we'll be watching is called Sinners, and I think we did a podcast on this one before, but they came out with a new trailer, so we'll give it a shot. See if they add any new things to it.
We know it's vampires.
Yeah.
But what type of rednecks?
All right, you guys tell me when you're ready.
All right.
You guys ready? Okay.
Go ahead.
We've been gone a long time. We back now.
You twins? Nah, we cousins.
There are legends of people with the gift of making music so true. It can conjure spirits from the past and the future. This gift can bring fame and fortune.
Will somebody take me in your eyes?
But it also can pierce the veil between life and death.
Listen here. This ain't no house party. Shit. Y'all ready to drink? Y'all ready to sweat till y'all stink?
You want some?
You keep dancing with the devil.
Careful, boy. You gonna bite off more than you can chew.
One day he's gonna follow you home.
We got us a problem now.
What the hell going on?
Oh, we heard tale of a party. This world already left you for dead. I can save you from your fate.
You don't need no saving.
Yes, you do.
And you are?
I am. Your way out. Don't cry. It's all better now.
Yes, I lied to you. I don't believe in magic. Ghosts, demons. Just power.
Somebody please take me.
We're gonna kill every last one of you.
I ain't mean to scare you. Thought y'all done forgot about me in here. Come on, open the door, let me on out of here.
Stay. It's you?
Of course it's me, open the door.
That ain't your brother.
Lie to you.
Yo, smell anything? I think I shot myself.
All right, guys. I think I'm gonna go. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm going to watch it, but it's not compelling at all anymore. Like you can kind of see from the posters and all the other promotional stuff that his brother is going to be evil, but they didn't even have to show it in the trailer.
Spoiled the whole movie.
I don't know, man.
You know what I found interesting. Like, look, I want to go see this movie. I think it's somewhat more original than a lot of stuff that they're releasing lately. I like the fact that they're encapsulating the story in sort of like African American folklore. I like that. I like the fact that they're doing something a little different with it, with vampires. I just think that what I've noticed about it is, maybe it's just me, but I was more convinced by the white actors inside the trailer than a lot of the black actors. Like, I'll give you a good example of what I mean, right? When the white actor was like, I hear tell it's gonna be a party. I was like, okay, for some reason that I'm convinced by when he said that, right? Whereas when you hear I guess like the blues guy singing, it wasn't soulful at all. Like they even had to put like an audio effect.
Black people the past,
Caleb, let me finish what I'm saying. They even had to put like a filter on his voice to kind of, make it resonate. It's like, why can't you just get a very soulful? We got plenty of black soulful blues guys out there. especially older guys. You know what I'm saying? I think an older guy in that role would have probably been a little bit better.
What's that movie with Ralph?
And it just didn't really a lot of the black actors, it almost seems like they're, what's the word I'm looking for? They're
lackadaisical.
They don't seem authentic. It doesn't seem authentic. Like they're it's like they're playing a caricature of blackness rather than, you know, having
They are.
Yeah, maybe they are, but there's a way to do that convincingly, and I'm just not convinced by it.
Like I said, black people change a lot. Black people are like how they used to be.
Michael B. Jordan.
Modern day black people are different.
That's not what I'm
Black
talking
people
about.
then.
Michael, because you can watch older movies that where black people are using that same type of vernacular and stuff, and it's just far more convincing. Maybe because it's just better actors. I don't know. But Michael B. Jordan, I think, does the best, you know, out of all the actors that I've seen so far. Maybe the older black guy is not too bad. I always like Haley Steinfeld. I think I liked her in every movie I've ever seen her in. But she didn't really have that much in the trailer to judge whether her role is going to be good or not, though. So I can't really say. But overall, I just wasn't convinced by some of the acting by the black actors. In particular, that soul guy, the blues guy. It just, I would have got someone more soulful. I would have got to really hit it home. You know,
there's a what's the movie? It was like had the Karate Kid, and he played the guitar. There's a guy that played the black guy that played Satan in it.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, like the guy that people that had singing in that. I'm like, okay, I can kind of feel it. Even though random white kid that showed up in the middle of Mississippi with a guitar, I don't understand that part, but it's all good. Right? But
I mean, go look at. I remember watching that movie, the black version of Pollyanna. I was convinced by everyone's acting. You watch The Color Purple, even though I hate that movie. Yeah, the acting is good. The first one, not the new trash. The first one. You know,
let's see.
Go watch Roots. Go watch any. You know, what's that thing called? Daughters of the Dust. That takes place here in South Carolina. You know, so it can be done. I'm not seeing it in this movie. It's just not. It's not registering for me in this trailer, I should say, because I haven't seen the movie yet. Maybe when I watch the movie, it'll immerse me a little more. But the blues guy in particular, I was just like, I'm just not feeling
You're
it.
hating that blues guy, bro.
Well, I'm hating on it because it wasn't very soulful. It wasn't soulful. You know, we were in Atlanta to watch a friend of mine's debut movie, or debut in the theaters anyway. And we went to a Hard Rock Cafe. And maybe it's because I was there and I was immersed in the music.
It's because you were immersed.
Yeah, you feel it, and it moved me. And it was black and white performers. But I can't even say that because I've seen movies that have moved me with the music, and that just didn't move me at all. It just seems so like synthetic. It kills the vibe, in my opinion. I don't get like it'd be. I don't want to do it now, but later on I'm gonna say, well, who is this guy? Is he an actor? Is he an actual blues singer? I'm like, man, he should have got an actual blues singer because his voice didn't even sound that great. You know, it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. And then you know, maybe you should have heard the guitar or something. You just heard his voice. I don't know, man. I wasn't feeling it. But I am gonna check this movie out. I want to see this movie. I do want to see this movie. But yeah, go ahead, Carbon.
I'm not too crazy interested in seeing it. I mean, I guess it's about a vampire or something. I'm like, why are they vampires? Like, what's going on? I don't fully understand. Like, what's the vampires?
I mean, it's a trailer. You're not gonna fully understand everything that's going on right away.
I guess it has to do with vampires and black people dancing.
Well, she did kind of mention the lore a little bit in the trailer. She was like, you know, the music.
They're like summoning some demons or something like that. You know.
Yeah, it was like the music and it like open up gateways or whatever, portals or whatever.
Well, if they know that, why would they go and dance to that? Then that makes no sense.
Well, we don't know. I agree. Like I do agree with they're gonna have to really. The lore is gonna have to be convincing. It can't just be. It can't just be. Oh, there's something special about black people's music, and that's why it opens gates and stuff. No, they're gonna have to like. All right, you're gonna have to really do some world building here and make it convincing. You know what I'm saying? It can't be like
you have a hard time with that, bro.
yeah, it can't be like too like matter of fact.
But here's one thing I gotta say. Ryan Coogler has not really let me down except for Black Panther 2, but his whole first initial script for Black Panther 2 was scrapped with Chadwick Boseman dying. But
there was probably there was probably a lot of studio interference with that one.
Yeah. But as far as his track record, he doesn't have a bad track record as far as his movies with me. I've enjoyed all of them, so I'm gonna give him a chance. But
yeah, I'm definitely gonna give this a chance because I think this is original. There's something original, yeah.
But if it's hot doo doo, he will get shamed.
Oh, you know we're gonna. Yeah, we're gonna
shame. We're gonna Cersei Lannister his ass.
She had to do the walk of shame.
Yeah, shame. Oh man, but I like the way it looks so far. Everything else is just has to come together for it.
Is it true that what's his name? Jonathan Majors was supposed to play his brother in this? Is that true? Is that something you just intuitively thought maybe would be the case?
That's the first time I'm ever hearing of this.
I thought you said that. I think you said something about that.
I never said anything about that.
Yes, you did. Was it you?
Yeah. No, it was not me.
I could have sworn I heard it from you.
And they're speaking of Jonathan Majors, they're trying to get him to come back to the as Kang one more time just to get killed. I'm like, man,
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that.
Like, why would you come back? But how much they paying him to?
He probably needs that check though.
Yeah, exactly. They paying him good. You might actually want to. I'm not gonna lie.
He was horrible as Kang.
He's got to retire too. I'm sorry, bro.
He got a new movie coming out. Some kind of like he's just like a bodybuilder or something like that.
I thought his career was over after the whole scandal happened, bro. I thought his career was over.
I had a feeling he could bounce back because anyone who actually looked at the case was like, yeah, he's getting kind of railroaded. That thing shouldn't even went to trial. And I think some of these places were we'll just let the thing die down a little bit, before they put him. And then he's still young. Yeah, I think he'll be okay. But he was terrible as Kang. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was terrible. It was not good.
Well, at least they're killing him off.
Yeah, they need to kill him off.
You know what? Can we really say he was that terrible as Kang? And I know what you're
he was. I can. Yes, I can. I can.
Because, well, there's a reason why I'm saying I'm
sorry. I can.
There's a reason why I'm asking that question. Because Kang is not. He is a major villain, but he's not as major as a villain. When we think of Marvel villains, Kang is not the first person to come to mind. I can name off like 15, 20 stories of Dr. Doom right now. Like, oh, you remember when Doom did this and Doom did that?
What's your point? What's your point?
Like, I never got a real focal point on how Kang should be.
Why does that matter? Like, you either were convincing or you weren't convincing.
Yeah, I don't know. He will
like for instance, right? For instance,
hold on. Just like I was saying earlier, you were saying earlier, Chris Evans. You remember when we first found out that Chris Evans was going to be Captain America? We were like, oh hell no, not Johnny Storm. But when he came out as Captain America, we were like, oh shit.
I mean, you're only kind of proving our point. You're proving our point. Like, in fact, in that regard, at least in my eyes, Captain America or Chris Evans had to really convince me. He had to make me forget about Johnny Storm.
Whereas, well, we already had an idea of who Captain America was.
Let me finish what I'm saying. You cut me off, man. What I was gonna say was, but when it comes to Jonathan Majors, right? I don't think I ever seen a movie with him in it. I think I've heard about him, but I never watched a movie with him in it. So that was kind of like my first time seeing his. No, I take that back. I did watch Lovecraft Country, which I did not like at all.
There are a couple episodes because I started watching it because
and I actually thought he was okay in that. He was okay in that. I didn't think he was like horrible, but I just didn't like the show. I didn't like the writing. You know, I didn't like the pacing or anything. I definitely didn't like the anti-black man with Sam. We won't get into that. But so in that regard, he was a fresh slate for me. I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm watching it. Let's see what he does, and I just was not convinced. So, but he had a fresh slate. It's not like I was like, okay, I saw this and he was completely bad, and now I was like, you know, now I gotta watch this and like, all right, he's probably gonna be bad. You know what I'm saying? He had a fresh slate. So for me, it's like, I'll give you a good example. Blade, right? You know, I knew who Blade was. I see him in the comics. I think I saw him in a Spider-Man cartoon once, but I didn't really know that much about the character or whatever. I never bought Blade comics when I was little. But Wesley Snipes, especially in that first movie, he killed that freaking role. He killed that role. So he's coming with a new property, with a D tier Marvel character, and he brought it to life. So I don't have to know everything about Kang. You know, your job as an actor is to bring the character to life and make it convincing, make him inspiring or despicable. Like he's a villain, so you want to make him despicable, or one of those villains like Magneto where you can kind of empathize with. And there was nothing about Kang that I liked. Nothing. His story was stupid. The way he was written was stupid. His lines were stupid. He was overacting. It just wasn't good. It wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? It was not a good portrayal at all. So I'm not as interested in the character from the comic and knowing everything about the character. I'm more interested in, can the actor make me care about the character in any type of way? And I don't necessarily mean like care like I want him to win. It might be care like, okay, I want him to lose. Or it might be care like, okay, I can empathize with this guy. Or it might be care like, okay, this guy's truly despicable. You know what I'm saying? I just saw none of that. I just saw a lot of overacting, a lot of bad writing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of bad directing, a lot of bad special effects. And it was just a cacophony of terribleness all the way through, you know? So that's my point. I don't think you really need to know that much about the original character for the actor to create a compelling performance. If you get my drift, go ahead, Carbon, say your piece.
Oh, wait, we're still talking about that one movie?
Yeah, you talk about that. You can talk about, I mean, that was in context of the movie, wasn't it? How did we get to that point?
Oh, we were talking about how you said you brought his name up thinking that he was with the portray his brother.
Oh yeah, Jonathan Majors.
Kang
Yeah, we're talking about Jonathan Majors. But you can talk about anything we just
I mean, he should definitely go there and take that last paycheck. You know, it's gonna suck to have your character killed off, but I mean, take an easy paycheck. You know,
I would too. You know, recover some of those legal bills.
Yeah, for sure, he needs to. Like,
yeah,
he just needs to negotiate, to get as much money as possible, and leave it at that. You know, he's got to kind of accept that part of his career is kind of over and move on past that.
I don't think his career is over.
Yeah,
I don't think
I said that part of it, bro. That part of it, like
oh, okay.
He's not working for Disney no more. I know that for sure. I mean, it's done.
Who wants to work for Disney?
No,
they got money to throw at you. Okay, you got to.
Yeah,
you got to remember. Right. Okay, Disney movies might be trash, but the high level actors, they're still getting paid good. Like from your point of view as an actor, you're like, man, of course I'm gonna do a Disney movie, and I'm about to get paid good, and that's all I care about. And I don't care about the story.
Yeah, like
I guess you could argue that could ruin your reputation.
Yeah, like Harrison Ford. He was like,
yeah, so that might always be about the money, you know.
You get some of that Disney money.
Can you really fault him for it, man?
I can't. I really can't.
If it was me, I would get Disney money if it was me.
Hey, I have actually worked for Disney, so I can tell you they got deep pockets.
Well, you weren't an actor, okay? You weren't getting paid good money.
You got the point there, but they got deep pockets.
Especially
they got plenty of
actors. What were you doing?
Working in a retail shop, taking boring classes.
What were the classes?
You don't remember, Brian? It's right
after
I met
saying
you.
Something, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, it was just like, remember when like I told y'all I was going, and first thing that they did, they have is they had a class like rule what you can and cannot do, And if you like came up with your own character or anything on Disney property, and say a Disney employee saw it, and like, oh, that's nice. Anything done on Disney property is automatically Disney property. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, but what were you? I don't get like what were you doing though? Like what kind of classes were you taking?
It was like drawing classes and Disney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it was cookie cutter, literally. You would sit down and you would draw the same image over and over and over and over and over again. And don't get me wrong, it teaches you good technique as far as if you're doing it, go that route. But
like muscle memory.
Muscle memory, basically.
Yeah.
But other than that, nah. Disney can kick rocks.
You should have parlayed that into something, man.
Six situations at the time. Which I did, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna sit there and talk down about what you're trying to say to me, but man.
All right. So you guys finished with Sinners? You want to move on to something else?
Yeah,
Let's talk about the greatest anime known to man.
No, let's stick with the roster, then we'll do freeform at the end.
Okay.
We got one more trailer. I actually have not seen this trailer yet.
What is it?
It's the Fantastic Four one.
Oh shit! Yeah, hell yeah! Let's do that.
Yeah.
Do that.
All right. Paste that bad boy in there. Let's see what we got here. Fantastic Four. I think this is it right here. 4 days ago.
Yeah.
How long is it? It's 1 minute and 36. Yeah. Well, okay. Official teaser. All right.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. Sunday at 7 on the dot, no matter what. We're all here.
Herbie, how's coming?
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that.
Okay. Okay, is this guy good or what?
I want to add a couple cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious, I just want to add a little bit of zip, okay?
T-5. Before we went up the first time, you couldn't turn invisible. Ben wasn't a rock. The best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah. Best looking, he means.
And Johnny never caught fire.
Ben has always been a rock. Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
And I am right here. Whatever life throws at us, we'll face it together. As a family.
Okay. Who wants to go first? I'm gonna pull up an image for it.
But wasn't it like the older Fantastic movie scene is like pretty bad? Then a lot of people talk trash about them, like the older ones.
Yes,
I mean, this is definitely a retro take. Looks like it takes place in the 60s or something like that.
Oh yeah, the Thing's face looks horrible. I'm sorry, his face is really bad. His face looks way better in the older movies than this one for sure. I'm sorry, I don't know what they did with his face, but
they're making him look comic accurate.
I know, but sometimes you don't have to do that. You know, sometimes if you're gonna make the character,
I'll be honest, I don't really see much of a
gotta
difference
go that
between
route,
this one and the older ones as far as like, you know, the general vibe that I get from it. In fact, that first one looked terrible. Like this one right here.
Better than the original.
Yeah, right there. That looks awful.
Remember that thing looks better than the new thing.
And this one was really bad.
But it's kind of crazy. The Fantastic Four is like always flops in most iterations. It's kind of crazy. They're going to take the risk and try to do the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. Is this 2 out of time?
It might be. It's like
like, look, I'll say this before I, kind of start ragging on it. I'll say that I think that I like it. I like it. I don't know if it's gonna sell to a larger audience. I could be wrong. Maybe people are looking for that. Maybe this will appeal to a little bit older crowd.
Yeah, those outfits are kind of goofy. I can tell already off the bat. Like,
see, that's the thing. I don't mind it because everything about it is retro, so I don't mind the outfits because it
I
has
might
a
not work if
retro.
they're trying to build a newer generation. They better try to build. An
That's
older
true. And that's why I say, unless the older people really come out and support this one, I don't know, because they're going with the
That's not
retro, and
gonna
I like the
happen,
idea that
dude.
they're going with a retro vibe to it, because I think that opens up more story opportunities. But I'll say this. Here are my basic things about this. Like I said, I think it's gonna be harder to appeal to a younger audience on this one. Everyone looks middle aged other than Johnny Storm. And I mean, the first one had Jessica Alba in it when she was near her prime. And then Sue Storm was always supposed to be younger than Mr. Fantastic.
Dude, she's like what, like 5-10 year age gap.
Huh?
It's like a 5 or 10 year age gap. It's like I remember like a pretty big age gap between
It
the
was
two.
a 5 year. I think it was more like a 10-year.
Yeah, it was a big age gap because
5 years, because 5 years
she
was
was
that.
younger and then she came back to when she was like older.
Yeah, 5 years really isn't that bad. But they made Mr. Fantastic younger in that first movie too, though, where he looked younger. I don't even think
He's
he had
supposed to be old, but he always has like some gray hair and like.
No, I remember in the first one he didn't really have the gray hair, right?
I know.
He did
He's,
not-
like, in
he
the
did
comic
not.
version, he's always supposed to be old. Like he has.
Dude, I'm not talking. I literally said the first movie. I said the first movie.
I know that. I just say how he's supposed to be.
Are you listening to me? I'm saying.
Are you listening to me? I just said how he's supposed to be. Like, what do you mean?
We're not
listening
talking
to
about
you.
how
That's
he's
why I said
supposed to be. We're talking about
How he is.
how
How he
he's been
was.
portrayed in the other movies. And in the first movie, Jessica Alba was young, and they made a younger Mr. Fantastic.
And that terrible one, they had a younger Miles Teller was a younger Fantastic. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was even younger in that one, I think, right? Or he looked younger anyway.
Yep.
In this one, they made them both a little more middle aged, which I don't have a problem. I mean, I don't necessarily have a problem with it. I'm just talking about like how you're gonna appeal to the youth, to come see this. You're already putting a retro vibe in it, and you got these old people in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like even if you wanted, like, this is going to be like a one standalone type of thing. You know what I'm saying? But if you're trying to do multiple sequels, if you're trying to make a hit, you do multiple sequels after the hit. These people are going to age out of the part relatively quickly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they can't afford adding people because it wouldn't be Fantastic Four. So they kind of got to use this cast. They're doing the whole theme of the show or movie, because they're Fantastic Four, not Fantastic any other number.
Yeah. I like it. I think it's interesting. I want to go see it because I actually like the look of it, the aesthetics of it. It looks well shot. Nothing really seemed to stand out to me. The thing looks a little muddy to me. But
he looks small to me. That's the biggest thing to me.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that. It makes it more realistic.
Well, the reason why
is he like as big as the Hulk? Like, how is he this?
He's not as big as Hulk, but some incarnations they do make him much wider and thicker.
He's taller than everybody else in the team.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they got him short of what Sue Storm, dude.
I don't like his voice.
Hey.
I don't like the things.
He is short in this.
He should sound more gruff.
Yeah, he should have more of a scrappy, gruffy type of, New York type of accent or whatever. Yeah. But I don't hate it. Like, I actually want to see this. This is like the only Marvel movie that's come out recently that I might actually go check out in theaters. Because I'm just interested to see what they're gonna do with the whole. I like all the like background sets, like that retro look. I like that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have that 60s sort of banter and what's the term I'm looking for? Cadence. I like those type of things. Maybe because I used to watch old movies with my mom, but to see it brought to superhero world, I think is going to be pretty cool. But we'll see. Oh, here's one thing I'll let, and we'll move on, or I'll let you guys kind of, the way they depict, even though you only see the back of the Galactus head, that is the most anticlimactic way to introduce Galactus. I mean, Galactus is supposed to he is supposed to exude power, and it just looks so anticlimactic. He doesn't have any energy coming off of him. You know how they used to always draw the what is called the Kirby dots coming off of Galactus. He used to just exude power. You used to be almost frightened when you see this character, especially for your first time seeing him. They did not show Silver Surfer in the movie. I thought that was interesting.
It's gonna be a lady.
Yeah, I know, but they didn't show her at all.
And well, you remember when we first talked about this a few months ago? I was kind of like, really? But from what I've been seeing on all the comic book YouTube, is they're gonna have her be the Silver Surfer for this universe, and then we're gonna have another one for the next universe.
Yeah, but why? 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 Yeah, I mean, I'm not like that. I'll say this: there's something about her look that I think can make it work. But I still would prefer just the normal Silver Surfer. To tell you the truth.
Well, I understand there was a female Silver Surfer.
I mean, there was, but she wasn't the Silver Surfer. She was some other character, right? Like Nebula or something like that, right?
No, it was just a main love interest. Shallowball. She became Silver Surfer for a while.
Yeah, but that's like saying, "Oh, Shuri was the Black Panther." She's not the Black Panther. She's not the Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? It's like, stop it. She's not the Black Panther. I mean, look, it's not going to keep me from watching the movie. And I do when you what's her name? When you look at her, the lady's gonna play Silver Surfer, a chick that's gonna play Silver Surfer. She was in that show Ozark.
Yeah.
There's something about her face to where okay, I can kind of see it, especially if she's bald. I know that they're probably gonna do the hair thing. I would make her bald. There's something about her head that I can see her.
That's your jawline, bro. You gotta have a super,
Maybe that's what it is.
Sharp jawline to play Silver
You got
Surfer.
that sharp jawline.
Yeah, for sure.
But imagine her bald and silver. For some reason, I can see it. She just has that face for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
The Silver Surfer for
They're
the
not
second.
gonna make her bald, bro. They're not doing that.
Maybe it's the cheekbones too. But I wouldn't do the hair thing because I think even the hair on the comic version just looks stupid.
I mean, what else are they supposed to do for it if they didn't make her bald?
I would make her bald. I would make her bald. I would do the bald thing.
They're not gonna do that. I'm telling you.
I would. I think that would be cool. But yeah, there you go. I think the bald thing just makes her look more powerful. What the heck is that? What am I looking at? What is that? Hey, is that real? All right, yeah, no, someone did this as a Silver Surfer rumored to be a chick and lame.
Thinking about they ever seen the design?
I think she's a good actor, and I think aesthetically, I think she would make a cool looking Silver Surfer. So I don't hate it. I personally don't hate it.
We can't hate it, but we hadn't even seen the design yet.
No, I'm saying is I don't hate the idea. I don't hate the idea of it. How it's going to look. I don't know. Don't know. Why are people doing this? What is that? What's going on there?
What do you mean? It's you expect you want. She's bald and
Hold
silver.
on.
Isn't that what you wanted?
Girl and the Silver Surfer. That's interesting.
Hold on. You want to know why they're doing this? Why? Look at most of the things you're saying. You put chick that's playing Silver Surfer. I believe it all under just chick.
For some reason, I can see it. I can see her playing Silver Surfer. She's gonna like in my mind's eye. I see her as the hillbilly redneck from Ozark, where she has that deep accent.
I guarantee you, she's from some the deepest, darkest parts of Britain somewhere.
Yeah, I thought she was American.
I don't know. They seem to imitate us well.
Yes, true. But I think that she's going to have to bring a more noble performance for it to work.
They had the voice right for the first time they ever had Silver Surfer on screen.
Yeah, because that was
from Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne, yeah. Where's Julia Garner from?
Yeah, when they're gonna make a Gold Surfer?
Julia Garner says she's an American actress. Ozark, 31. Where's she from? I don't want to care about all this other shit.
Riverdale, New York.
New York. Okay, she's from New York. Okay, so she did a good job playing that accent in Ozark. So yes, maybe she could pull it off. Have I seen her in another movie? I've seen her in other trailers for movies. I know she's recently been in like in a horror movie.
Yeah, Wolfman. That was she was in.
She was in something else too, right?
I don't think I can think of it as Wolfman.
Julia Garner horror movie. It wasn't Wolfman. I tried watching that Wolf. No, that wasn't the Wolfman movie I tried to watch. The Wolfman movie I tried to watch was the one with Jon Snow in it, and it was horrible. Or at least I couldn't get into it. I turned it off.
The one, yeah, I watched like maybe 10 minutes of it, and then I'm like, "What is this?"
I just couldn't get into it. Yeah. Nah, it wasn't the Wolfman. Let me go to her IMDb. And it was a movie that came out fairly recently. But it wasn't the Wolfman. Let's see. Go down to her. I think it was The Assistant. No, it wasn't The Assistant. That came out in 2019. Oh, The Apartment. Apartment 7A. I heard some good things about this. Like it's kind of creepy.
You know what actor who has?
But all right, guys. Yeah, go ahead.
Like, and whatever role he's in, I'm just always like, yeah, he's a pretty damn good actor. And the only reason why I'm thinking about him is because the Fantastic Four, because Michael Chiklis played Ben Grimm in the first one, is Walter Goggins. He's been good in everything.
Yeah, Walter Goggins is a good actor.
Yeah, like because he was my favorite character in Justified, and I'm surprised they haven't come out with a season 2 of the new.
I was not convinced by his relationship with the one chick. I was not convinced by that at all. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't because I like Justified. All right, we can move on to the freeform part of the show. So I can, I'll stop sharing this. I'll pull it back up if you guys want me to show something.
Oh, let's talk about this bomb ass Dragon Ball episode. Let's talk about that.
Daima?
I haven't even watched
Yes.
Dragon Ball, so I haven't watched Dynamite or whatever.
You get shame.
Or Z was better.
Well, the animation.
Because it's true.
I will say Daima looks really good. Daima looks
does.
really, really good.
It looks
It definitely looks better than Super by far.
I say it's just they turn them all back into kids, so I don't want to see that, bro.
It's pretty good though. Like it's not
pretty
like,
good. It's very good.
Yes, like the last action scene was pretty dope. Like it's not as serious. The stakes aren't as high. It doesn't seem as with Dragon Ball Z, but it's a nice, fun adventure. You know what I'm saying? He's going back to the roots of like Dragon Ball, I think, with this one, but with some.
Man, he need to bring Trunks back
with some DBZ elements in it. But It's a lot of fun, man. I've been enjoying it. I really like the theme song. It gets me amped, to watch it. But yeah, I've been enjoying it, man. I think you should give it a shot, Caleb.
I don't know.
It's fun, man. It's fun. There's only been like one episode where I was just like, when they were fighting the army and they were having trouble, I was like, come on, they wouldn't have trouble with this army. Man, that's ridiculous. That's kind of like in Resurrection F where Goku got shot with the laser beam. Like, what the hell is this? Not consistent at all. Not at all.
Yeah, but I've enjoyed about 95% of the episodes of that so far.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this upcoming Valentine's Day. Actually, they have a new chapter of Berserk coming out, and they saying it should starting to wrap up. And everybody knows I am a Berserk fan.
I heard that the Hunter x Hunter guy has been producing a lot more lately.
Yeah, he has. He's doing I believe like 10 chapters pops, and that's basically enough to get through whatever arc he's working on. And then
Right now I think it's the Succession arc.
I think that he's going to be wrapping it up within the next few chapters.
Yeah.
And who I want to just see exactly what he's doing to pump out chapter after chapter after chapter. The guy who does One Piece.
His art sucks.
It does suck, but it's consistent.
Yeah,
there's people that like that. You can try to say this, but there's people
as long as
like
it's
that
consistent.
art style, bro.
Yeah, I know. There's people that he has that cartoony style, and as long as it's consistent, man. And I shouldn't say it sucks. It's just not my taste.
Yeah, that's probably better what he was saying. It's not necessarily bad. It's just I don't like it.
Yeah, it ain't my thing.
Yeah, I understand that. Dang, bro.
Shout out to him, man. He's been doing that for a while, right?
Like
he's like one of the most popular animes. Yeah,
I didn't
he
realize
might
that.
even surpass Dragon Ball at this point.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it come out in the 90s, didn't it? It came out in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought that was I thought One Piece was like a newer anime. But I remember when I first heard it, and I like pirates, but that just did not interest me at all. I
remember it
maybe
came on.
The look of it, I guess.
Yeah, he has 1128 chapters.
Jesus.
And
I did see a graphic the other day. They were showing how big the One Piece world is compared to Earth. It was like a super Earth. I mean, that's kind of cool.
I mean, it's entertaining.
I think I tried watching the first episode and I turned it off.
Yeah, I heard it takes a while to get good. That's one thing I've heard from that show.
Not for me.
I
remember when we did that show when the live action version came out, and we did like a little we talked about the trailer, and I was like, this looks like garbage. It's so many people were in the comment section when they were defending their One Piece boy.
I can tell you, people like that art style. It's definitely not.
No, this wasn't
their taste, but
this wasn't the anime. This was the live action thing they did for Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I couldn't defend that. I'm sorry.
They did
animation
not
not made in the live action. There's a reason why it's animated to begin with. I'm sorry. It just shouldn't. It's like the same thing that DC messed up on, bro. If DC would have stuck with the animated stuff, they would be doing way better right now.
No, I think you could do anime live action. It's just certain ones.
The more realistic ones, like why take one of the most stylized ones, like One Piece? Right? Have you seen some of the goofy stuff they be doing?
I've heard people really like it. So
I may like it, but it doesn't make any sense to transform it really stylized. If it was like realistic, right? Like it makes more sense.
I don't agree with that. I think you can do a stylized live action movie. Look at Popeye. Look at Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Look at The Mask. Look at the first Batman, the first two Batman films that came out in '89, and what was the other one came out in '90? I think 91. They're very stylized live action movies. Tim Burton in his early career was really good at creating stylized live action movies. So I disagree with that. I think you can create stylized, even if it's really stylized. Oh, look at those. What's it called? Those Jim Carrey movies. Cat in the Hat. That was.
You talking about The Mask?
No, we already said the Mask. What was the other one? The Grinch. Those are live action. You could do stylized live action movies. So that's not the problem. Problem is execution. Can you do it? Can you do it well? And I think there's certain anime that I think would translate really well to live action if it had the right team behind it. The one that I keep bringing up that I think they need to do, and I think they would make a lot of money if they did it, because it's a cool, interesting idea, and you're gonna have a bunch of hot blonde chicks in a movie. That right there will sell it. That right there, Claymore, freaking Claymore. That right there will sell it. That will sell it right there. With the intensity that Claymore has, the drama, the action, the brutality, dude, you got hot ass chicks with big ass fucking swords killing each other. I mean, it sells it. That sells itself. You know what I'm saying?
If they stick to the story.
Yeah, I agree. And like I said, you have to have the right team. You have to have the right team. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta have a director and a writers who actually.
Yeah, you don't want to change it up, too much. Yeah, I agree with that.
The shit that wouldn't work, they get rid of that. But Triness keeps story the same.
For a long time, if she was younger, for a long time, I was like, man, they gotta have Kate Blanchett as Teresa, but I think she's kind of aged out of the part now. I think a good person for the role now, and probably what's her name, Margot. What's her name, Margot Robbie?
Margot Robbie.
Yeah, I think she would make a good Teresa. I'm still trying to figure out who would make a good.
Margot Robbie wouldn't make a good Teresa.
Why not?
I think she'd make a good Claire.
No, Claire should have a younger appearance. Margot Robbie has more of a she doesn't look old, but she has more of a chiseled. No, she has more of a chiseled type of classic beauty that I think suits Teresa more. And I think Claire should have more of a cute look to her.
She's not an actor, but look at Billie Eilish at the Met Gala. I think I got what year it is.
I know who Billie Eilish is, but no.
Well, bring the picture up, Brian.
She's not Claire. I mean, she's not Teresa.
Bring up the picture, and we can talk.
I'm drawing right now. When we know who Billie Eilish is.
Yeah. Didn't she cry at the freaking awards or whatever because she didn't get her award?
I don't know. Shit.
You're talking about the singer, right?
It didn't know, my friend.
Shit. Let's see. Share screen. Google.
What are you talking about?
I was just gonna bring her up real quick. Billie
Eilish. Yeah. Met Gallery. Yeah.
Met Gala.
Down. You don't see it?
No. She doesn't look noble to look. She borders on slutty as far as her look, the general vibe you get from her. Teresa, I'm not knocking her. She's a pretty girl, but that's just the vibe that I get from her. And I'm not saying she's a slut. I'm just saying that's the vibe. That's when I see her, she looks like the good-looking girl from the trailer park. Whereas
good-looking girl from the trailer park.
Yeah, whereas Teresa is supposed to have a noble elegance. She's supposed to have like a swan-like neck, a noble elegance to her. She doesn't. When I look at her, I don't get the noble elegance. I get, okay, she's good looking, but by the time she's 40, she's gonna look like a fat sow.
Dang, dude.
After she's had like a couple kids. Is that tattoos? No, that's not tattoos. I'm saying, oh gosh, she got the tattoos. She's a good looking woman. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying she's not good looking or anything like that. I would not cast her if she was an actor. I would not cast her as Teresa. Not by far. She's too short too. Not by far.
Oh yeah, doesn't everybody in Claymore got to be tall? Isn't like most of the people there tall?
No, I think they're about average height.
Besides that one, there was that one person. Remember that transformed into like the main villain? Like she was pretty short. But I'm pretty sure everybody else was like pretty tall.
I'm just saying for Teresa, I would want a taller.
So you want her to be? Do you want her to be taller than everybody else, like specifically, or what do you mean?
No, I mean she has to be tall. What I'm saying is she has a more of a noble, tall appearance to her. In my opinion, if you're gonna do Teresa, that's why I think Margot Robbie. I don't know how tall Robbie. She looks like she's like model.
No, she's not. She's short.
Is she short?
Yeah, Margot Robbie's short.
Maybe it's just her build that makes her look taller. Because if you look at Billie Eilish, she has a little bit slim, thick type of thing going on. So she's a little thicker than Margot Robbie was. Teresa Claymore. You see what I mean by like she looks elegant? She has an elegance about her.
I'm trying to think of somebody who's like that, but I can't think of any actress these days who was like that.
Young Kate Blanchett for sure. I think could pull it off. Maybe a young what's her name? She played in she was married to Tom Cruise.
Are you talking about Nicole Kidman?
Maybe a young Nicole Kidman. Look at this. Look how graceful that is. God, why does it keep doing it?
So New American Styles, huh?
Huh?
No Americans, huh?
I thought Margot Robbie was American. Or she Australian or something like that?
Yes, Nicole Kidman's Australian.
I know Nicole Kidman is, but what about Margot Robbie?
No, she's not American.
What is Margot Robbie? She might be Australian too. Now I think about it. You see what I'm saying, Caleb? She has like a noble kind of presence to her. I don't get that from Billie Eilish. Yeah, I don't get that from Billie Eilish. I think Margot Robbie, with the right direction, could pull that off. Because at first I was like, all right, is she? How good of an actor is she? I thought she was like, because I'd never seen her in that many movies until I saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I thought she did a pretty good job in that. Kate Blanchett could, like, as far as acting chops, could definitely pull this off. I think Nicole Kidman, a younger Nicole Kidman, could pull it off. Yeah. Let's see. Young Kate Blanchett. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Who did she was who was she with in wasn't she Helen the second Thor movie?
Yeah, remember she look how she did a great job in that. She was like one of the best parts of the movie.
No,
you know,
wait, what?
dude, that's clear. That is clear right there, man. I mean, I think she's aged out of the part now. Let's look up Margot Robbie. Not Claire, Teresa. That's Teresa. I think Margot Robbie probably looks a little bit more like her. But I think Kate Blanchett, a young Kate Blanchett, would probably do a better job pulling the role off. I can't think who would play Claire. Who would you guys think?
Yeah, you know, I don't know actors like that, so you shouldn't ask me. I really don't know any actors by their names.
I don't know. I don't know any actresses these days. Hey, look, girl who playing Silver Surfer, she could do one.
I can see her playing one. I don't know about Claire, but I can see her playing one. You know if she could play, especially after that crazy ass maniacal performance she does in
Ozark.
In Ozark, she play Ophelia. She'd be a great Ophelia. Yeah, I'm trying to think who would be a good Claire. You almost need someone that's kind of like cutesy, I think.
Did you need two actors for Claire? Because you need her younger and her older version. Right?
Yeah, I mean, you could. Yeah, but that's when she was younger. She was like, she might have been like 13 or something like that when she was younger. But when she met Teresa, so yeah, you would need to.
Yeah, you would need two actors. I mean, it depends on the story, though. It depends they start at. You know, they don't necessarily have to start.
What's the chick that's playing? She's playing the female lead in How to Train Your Dragon movie. or live movie, live action
They made that thing live action.
cast. I don't know if it's released yet, but I know they're making one.
Why are
This
they
chick,
doing this, bro?
this chick right here. I think this is
This
always
was a childhood classic. Now they got to ruin a childhood classic too. You got to be kidding me, bro.
Come again?
This was a childhood classic. I saw this as a
Your
kid.
childhood. Hey,
They
that's
gotta
your
ruin a childhood
child.
classic,
Hold on. That's
I,
your
re- I
childhood.
remember. I remember watching the first one. I thought it was pretty good, but yeah, that definitely came out when I was an adult.
Yeah,
Nah, this came when I was a kid, dude. I remember seeing this, bro.
I'm still waiting for my I'm still waiting for my Thundercats movie, right, Brian?
I know.
You're not getting that, bro. That's not happening. Thundercats is
Right.
aged out of his prime. It's just an old show at this point. There's no way you can make this show. Like, you have to do so much work to it to make it apply to the new generation. Like, it just, nah, it wouldn't work.
Well, what do you think about her as Claire? I think she looks youthful enough, but she could probably pull off.
Wouldn't you have to straighten her hair out? Because her hair would not work.
Yeah, I mean, but that's an easy fix. But I think she has the kind of like, she's second only to Teresa type of look. You know what I'm saying? Like she's in Teresa's shadow. Like she's trying to live up to Teresa type of look to her. And I think her hair is naturally brown, right? So, you start off with her like that. And then later on, it's almost like when you become a Yoma or you have Yoma infused in you, it's like all your melanin is just drained away. So I think you would need, I don't know about her in particular. I think I've only seen her in one movie and she had a small role. So I don't know how good of an actor she is. But I think that I think she has a look. What's her name? Steinfeld. Haley Steinfeld. She has the cutesy look.
Mm-mm.
I think she'd make a good Claire. She's a good actor too. Did she win an Oscar?
I don't know.
Yeah, she won an Oscar for that movie True Grit.
That's right. She was the youngest Oscar winner ever.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I think she'd make a good Claire. And she's a really good actor. I think she probably the chemistry between her and Margot Robbie. I think they could. Well, I don't know. You don't know that until you get the actors together. But if they can feed off each other, I think they would do a really good job. I bet she's around the same age as Margot Robbie, though.
I think Margot Robbie's like mid-30s.
Yeah. How old is Haley Steinfeld?
Like early 30s, I think.
She's born in 96.
And Haley Steinfeld born in 1990. Margot Robbie was born in 1990, so she's 34.
Right here it says Haley Steinfeld was born December 11th, 1996. Or you were talking about Margot Robbie?
Margot Robbie's July 2nd, 1990.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, she's on what? She's on what? She's 6 years younger?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah,
How do we feel? Hold on. Let's change the subject real quick. How do we feel about Aaron? Aaron Pierre. He's gonna be with Jon Stewart.
Who?
Look at
Aaron
him.
Pierre?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the British guy. It's the British guy.
I don't know if he's British or not. Probably is.
Yes, it's the British
I don't
guy.
know who that is, dude.
Every time I see him, it's like I know someone that looks like him, but I just can't think who it is.
Yeah,
I don't care. I actually don't care.
He looks like two different people. When him with his beard and then when he shaves up, he's two different people. Then look at that. He's literally two different people.
I will say he doesn't really look like Jon Stewart. I don't think.
He doesn't give me the Jon Stewart feel.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. I actually honestly don't care. What is it? Are you doing like a show or a movie or something?
Our show is called It's going to be called Green Lantern Corps. It's going to be on the HBO.
Oh, okay, okay.
Dang, but he still can't make no new characters.
I think that'd be interesting. At least they're doing a show.
I must admit, James Gunn is not doing a bad job as far as DC so far.
Well, how do you know?
Peacemaker was good. This Creature Commandos is good.
Actually, I don't really care about Peacemaker. I might check out the Creature Commandos. That seemed like something I would be interested in. I don't know. I was just from just the aesthetic point of view. Everything just looks so CW. That's my only concern.
CW's bad, bro.
Yeah.
It was.
I'm so mad about how they messed that Teen Titan. I mean, so mad they messed that up.
Weren't they cursing in that show?
Actually, I remember liking I watched like the first season. Actually, other than how Starfire looked, I actually kind of liked it. I never went back to it though, so I don't know how it ended.
Like,
yeah, that show was kind of dark. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but didn't know like Robin was like, yo, fuck Batman. I'm like,
yeah,
shut up. Batman bankrolls your whole life. What? I don't know. What about this new Superman that we're supposed to be impressed with? Because the only thing I've heard is they showed Supergirl or something.
They did show Supergirl. I didn't see that.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, if they did, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Who do they have playing Supergirl?
The girl who played Rhaenyra in the first season of House of the Dragon.
Rhaenyra.
Millie Jo Alcott, I believe.
Supergirl actress.
I gotta show you.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about. The first season of House of Dragon.
Yeah.
What's her name? Millie.
Yeah.
Millie.
She seems too small for the role.
I'm not feeling it, man. She has too petite looking.
I'm not saying that Supergirl should be out here body slamming people, but
yeah, I mean, she's not Power Girl because I know Power Girl is usually more built than Supergirl. So
yeah,
I don't think Power Girl's forbidden live action. I don't think
she looks a little too petite for me.
I mean, she has superpowers, bro. It doesn't even matter, bro. She literally has superpowers. I mean,
but you have to embody the role. You still have to embody the role. Like if you look at if you look at this, right? This chick right here, I don't know her name, but she embodied the role from the first Supergirl movie, not from the show. Uncle David really likes the one from the show. I just think she's all right. But this chick right here, her, the one on the far right.
Left.
No, not the left, the far right.
Okay. What about her?
Find it. I'm trying to find. I put 80s. This one. That looks like Supergirl to me. Not the one on the right when she's older. Even though she's not a bad looking older woman, but I'm just saying when she's that. Let me put. I think it came out in the 90s or the 80s.
80s.
80s movie. That's Supergirl.
Did she get her ass whooped in that movie?
She's not huge. Like he ain't like, super muscular. She's not too petite looking. Classic looks.
I don't know, man. They have superpowers. It doesn't really matter as much as they look, because he's got.
It does matter. Look, think about all the crappy superhero movies that have come out lately that have female protagonists and they just don't fit because they think they can just put any woman in a role because women are powerful, women are strong. No, you got to find the right person that can embody the role. You got to.
I mean, it's just bad, right? It's not even the parents. It's the bad.
No, it's not just. No, it's not just. It's not just the writing. It's not just the writing. It's like look. There's something called charisma. There's something called stage presence. You have to have that if you're in a lead role like this, and most of those women just didn't have it. Like
Linda Carter.
Well, I was gonna say, what was that movie that came out recently, Captain Marvel? Like, not now the main heroes in the movie were trash, but they weren't nearly as bad as the villain.
The villain.
Like if you look at Kate Blanchett's character in Thor Ragnarok, she embodied that role. You see what I'm saying? She had stage presence. She had charisma. So no, it's not just say, hey, it's not Caleb. It's not as simple as, oh, I'm going to write this character and he's going to have powers and it'll work. No, there's another aspect of movie making. You got to have an actor that can bring
Like
the role out.
I said that the writing
And the aesthetics have to be there. You know what I'm saying?
You want to know
It
who's the
doesn't matter
perfect?
as much, man.
It does matter. I'm telling you, it does matter. I'm telling you. Now I'm not saying it's the be all, because I know there was a lot of concern about Michael Keaton playing Batman, but he pulled it off. It worked. You know what I'm saying?
You want to know who's perfect? You want to know who's perfect in that role? Viola Davis is Amanda Waller. Waller.
Yeah, but I mean, she fits that part so well, though. She really does.
Because I remember I watched that first Suicide Squad movie, and when she was killing the people, that's one mean lady.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
She fit the role. That Supergirl. The new chick. I'm not really feeling it. Not really feeling it.
I haven't seen her do anything.
She's too small. She's too small. I think that's what it is.
I think since House of the Dragon either. So
yeah.
So,
it's kind of like Blade. It's almost like if you took let's see, let me think of a good example. Let's see. It's like if you took Billy Blanks. Billy Blanks is Blade. I'm not even talking about old Billy. I mean young Billy, like young Billy Blanks. This guy. You know who Billy Blanks is?
No, he does not.
What was that fitness thing that he did?
Tybo.
Do you know who the Tybo guy is? This guy right here. Now, when you see this, Caleb, when you see this, what do you think? Like visually, because look, I'll say this: like visually, he looks the part, but his acting is terrible.
It's black man. I don't know what you want me to say.
What I'm saying though is like you don't know, you never seen any movies with him in it. Like
they're terrible.
In my opinion, he looks more like Blade than Wesley Snipes. He definitely has a physique for it, but his acting is just nowhere near Wesley. It's nowhere near it. So that's what I'm saying. It's more than just okay. We're gonna pick this person, and then we just wrote the part. Aesthetics is the important part. Don't get me wrong. You have to somehow look like it. You know, Samuel Brown said, "Oh man, Sam, what's going on, Sam? What's up, man? Yeah, talk to Sam in a while." Yeah, the Billy Blanks, man. His acting is just not good.
Atrocious.
Yeah, it's not good. But he looks the part. He looks the part for sure. Is that Bolo Young?
Yeah, Bolo is old.
Yeah, it's Bolo Young.
I always love Bolo.
Bolo Young was on age with Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee. He should be old.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bruce Lee be in his 80s if he was alive today. Yeah.
And then Chuck Norris is finally showing his age. It took him forever to really age up.
He's 80s in his 80s, of course.
No, I'm saying you remember for a long time Chuck Norris still had a brown beard in his 70s.
Well, obviously he was dying.
But come on. But I'm like, man, still
He's
throwing roundhouse.
He's dying in his hair now.
Still throwing roundhouse kicks. I'm like, come on, Chuck, keep it up.
Yeah, Chuck Norris got to be in his 80s because I think Bruce Lee was born in the 40s.
Yeah,
and if he was an adult playing Colt in what was that movie that they fought in? Return of the Dragon.
Return of the Dragon, yeah.
If they were both adults, I mean, he's got to be around the same age. So Bruce Lee be like in his 80s right now, dude. Bruce Lee. Yeah. Let's got Bolo Young. I think Bolo Young has a son that plays in martial arts movies right now.
There's Bolo right there. Yeah, Bolo's look good though.
He don't got the same muscle mass, of course, but I mean it makes sense. He's in his 80s, yeah.
That was one intimidating dude when we were
Yeah.
kids, boy. Oh no!
And you know what? You know what's about him? He has stage presence, man.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how good his English was, but even if his English wasn't that good, like just his expressions and stuff like that.
Did he have to say anything?
He didn't. He really didn't.
You wouldn't know I always liked who I always liked in those movies, like the guy who always played.
Sam said
John-
Bolo was in Kung Fu Hustle. Was he in Kung Fu? I don't remember him being in Kung Fu Hustle.
No, he's because Sam was thinking that Bolo was
Dude, look how
main villain.
Caleb, look how menacing Bolo looks right here.
No, see if you can find that clip of Bolo flexing like that. Oh no, go back down. Go down where he's pointing. Like, look at his facial expression. Like, I wouldn't want to fight him.
Yeah.
Or this scene right here.
Yeah, I think he has a son. I think it's because his son has kind of like that. It's not as potent as his dad's, but he has a similar kind of look to him. A little bit more lean, I think. I don't know what that is.
Sounds like somebody's beating on something.
Nah, Sam, I don't think Bolo was in Kung Fu Hustle. I think somebody else played the Toad. I could be wrong though. Like right here, Bolo looks wild, man.
Bolo.
That's the son right there.
Yeah.
Was Bolo the Toad?
No.
If he was a Toad, wow. Kung Fu Hustle.
I think they come out with Kung Fu Hustle 2.
I think I have to say, as much as I would probably like to see a Kung Fu Hustle 2 to see what they would do. You know how I say there's certain movies you just should not mess with. Like we don't need a remake, we don't need a sequel or anything like that. That Kung Fu Hustle movie was so good. That first one was so good. Yeah, I don't think that's Bolo. I can see why you would think that would be him, but I don't think that's him. Even Bolo probably. I don't even think he's this skinny right now.
No. That's a damn good movie though.
Wait a minute, this is the Beast. This is the Beast. Is that the same guy as the Toad?
Yeah, because he had the Toad style.
Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah. He does kind of look like Bolo though. But I don't think that's him.
And that's probably one of my favorite fight scenes in that whole movie when they're fighting in the restaurant.
Yeah.
And she's one of my like all these people he had in this movie are like Kung Fu movie legends, man. Like, man.
Yeah.
So
I've been watching this one. I think it's a Korean series called it's only 2 episodes out right now called New Topia. But it's a zombie show, but it's kind of a comedy too. And I watched both episodes last night. It was actually pretty good. And the basic premise is this guy right here on the right, he was conscripted in the army. He was drafted in the army. That might be a thing in Korea where like men have to serve.
I'm pretty sure it is. I think that he has to serve a man for like a certain amount of years.
Yeah, it's kind of like Israel. But he got conscripted, and it's going to take him like 2 years, I think, before he can get out. And they're both, I think, in their late 20s. She got a job. This is his girlfriend. She got a job, and where he's stationed at, he's actually stationed on top of this like the tallest building in Seoul. And they have like this like Gatling gun or whatever, and their job is to like protect Seoul's airspace, or whatever, right? So he's on top of this building. She has this new job. Young men are flirting with her. People are saying, "Hey, you're really going to wait for him? You don't wait for him to graduate. To get out of the military." So, they're having some relationship problems. I think she breaks up with him, but she's sad about it, and she wants to go. He has to turn his cell phone, and she wants to call him back and say how she doesn't really want to break up with him. But on her way there, like the zombie apocalypse happens. It's like it was actually pretty cool. Like for some reason the Koreans do zombies really well too.
You know what? I found that Korea is one of the more innovative cultures because I watched some of those them in India. Because I watched one of those Indian movies at my old boss's house, and these cats be throwing sheets that turn into big metal slabs and killing
Yeah,
everybody.
it'd be a little bit too ridiculous for me.
It's ridiculous, but it's entertaining.
Yeah. Not
Um,
to say we don't have our ridiculous movies.
but that wouldn't work in America.
Yeah.
Like, Brian,
What's up?
I mean, how's that Afro puff look that I put shadow on?
Hold on, let me turn the share screen off real quick so I can kind of see it. There's a way to make people's thing bigger. How do you do that?
I don't know.
How do you do it? I know if I do this, picture in picture, cinema layout, press Shift A. Oh yeah, solo layout. There you go. All right, what are we looking at here?
The Afro puff.
Quality on my screen is so terrible. It looks good to me. Like from what I can tell, it doesn't look bad. It looks like you balanced his face out a little bit more too, so that's good.
Well,
is this the same drawing you were doing before?
No, that's the new one. Hold on, it's the.
Oh, okay, yeah. I got you. Is that the same character?
Yeah, I need to redraw it now. I'm thinking they don't. Really
Why does he look?
like...
Yeah, why does he look skinnier in that one?
Yeah. Well, this is the first time I ever tried doing the blasphemy blaster. Remember? But yeah, I like the way the aesthetics are for what he's going to be doing pulling, but he does need to be thicker.
Yeah.
So I'm going to redraw it probably tomorrow.
All right, what time is it?
It's time for me to go to bed.
Yeah, I gotta go to work tomorrow. I think we started at 8:30, so we did in a few hours. Yeah, we got a guest too. I haven't heard from Sam in a while, man. We got to get up, Sam. But does anyone have any last words?
Anthony Mackie, what the hell is that noise? That's my last word.
I think my last words is gonna be I'm gonna share the screen again, and I'm gonna tell everyone to check out my friend's movie. Well, it's actually he did a movie that's an anthology that I think has like 3 or 4 episodes, but he released the first 2 episodes on YouTube, and it's called Watcher in the Realm. I can never remember if it's Watcher in the Realm.
It should be Watchers in the Realm. Yeah, that should be it.
Is it Watcher in the Realm?
Yeah,
we went to Atlanta last weekend and saw the full anthology film at an independent theater, and I'm really proud of him and what he was able to accomplish. So let's pull it up real quick. It's called Watcher. I'll just put Polly. His YouTube channel is called Polycrafted. Let's see. Let's pull it up real quick. He has 2, Polycrafted Arcade, which I think he displays his mobile app games, and then Polycrafted Entertainment, which he's going to be displaying his movies and his shows. And real quick, we can actually watch maybe one of the trailers. It's like only 1 minute and 23 seconds long. Let's see, which one should I do? Let's do this one right here.
Why? I've got nothing to live for.
Never say that. It's perhaps the most heinous deception the enemy uses. On the contrary, you have much to live for.
I can't do this. It's too much. I hate the work I do, the work I used to do. Every bill I have is past due. Every step I take, I feel like I'm walking by myself. I used to have my father who I could rely on, but now he's gone too. And yeah, I throw myself into my music and it helps me keep my mind right, but it can't financially sustain.
There's a reason why you have not found success in your endeavors, Daughter of Light. You do not belong to the enemy.
Yeah, that's was a Watcher at the Realm. He's a true polymath. He composed the music himself. He acted in the movie. He directed the actors in the movie. He did most of the editing. In the movie, he splices it with some 2D animation, even though it's mostly live action. He did most of the animation himself. Guy's a true polymath. A lot of what you're seeing is kind of like an unpolished version, but I think he's going to come out with a more polished version here. I think in March or May. I can't remember what he said. And I think he's going to try to have a screening here in Charleston. So yeah, everyone check it out. It's called Watcher at the Realm on Polycrafted on YouTube. And yeah, man, Sam, you should stop by, man. Yeah, you should stop by. We were here, or at least I was here pretty much all day. I think Uncle Dave went out earlier today, but he came back around, I think around noon. Yeah, you Natalie should stop by, man. We hung out a little bit. But all right, guys. If there's any last words, you got any last words? Or here's what we'll do. I'll turn the stop screen off, and everyone kind of zoom out on what you're working on. Give the audience one more description about what you're doing, about what you're working on. Who wants to go first?
Me, because my leg is killing me.
Okay, hold on. Let me do a solo layout. All right, what you working on? This is not what you were working on throughout the
No, I just deleted everything, but this I was working on this, coloring the hair. Like I said, I found a better way of inking. It feels better. The color, the more and more I get used to drawing digitally. But tomorrow, I'm gonna dedicate the whole day into drawing traditionally. I feel more comfortable doing that way.
Can you zoom into his mouth? All right.
I'll fix that.
Yeah, I got some problems with that mouth. Like, why does his teeth look like that?
I want his teeth to be big.
I mean, it could be big, but they don't look right. They don't look like they're in his mouth. Like, zoom in again. Zoom in again.
Yeah.
Yeah, something not right about that. Overall, though, I like the image. It's just I think the mouth needs a little work. All right, who's next? Carbon, you want to go next?
I mean, I'm not really anywhere close to being done, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, zoom in. Let's see what you're doing.
Sorry, I'm just working on the face, you know.
Face of who?
Like I said, it's Gilgamesh from the Fate series. It's this guy over here.
Okay.
Probably gonna try to make this face right here. This one right here.
Why that one?
I just pick a random face, man. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you picked the most uninteresting one on the paper.
Well, this one is hard to do. I know it's a more interesting one. I gotta pick something I could do, bro. Some of these are hard.
Yeah, you need to get it done because these are sketches. I got you.
Yeah, so I'm like, I could pick a hard one, but I'm like, yeah. I want to get something that looks somewhat okay by the time I'm done with it.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's looking good though. Man's got complicated hair too.
I've noticed too from the last sketches you did, the hair, man, you're really killing the hair on these characters. I think you can work on the eyes a little bit. Some of the eyes look a little rushed or not finished. I mean, they look good they'd be looking good from a certain angle. But when you turn it, it kind of kills the illusion. I don't know about this one yet because it's not finished, but the last one, the last Yu-Gi-Oh one you did, it looked really good. The only thing I saw that was kind of like a little off was the eyes.
I made the eyes a little more rounded. I don't know if it's a better way to go about doing it. I don't know if I should do them flat or round. I was gonna try doing something different this time because they're more rounded this time compared to being flat.
Yeah.
I don't know if that helps or makes it worse. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll just try something different this time.
All right. Let's see. I'll be the last one, and we'll sign off, guys. Let's see here. Yeah, right now what I'm working on is my character Talura Zeal, and I'm doing like a turnaround for her. It's gonna be the official character design. I'm gonna try and finish this animation this year. But I think when it's done, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I'm gonna have essentially you're gonna see her in. Let me see if I can pull it up. Work Orchard Organis should be under characters. Where is it at? Character designs. Telu. Here we go. Do I have one with all three? No, I don't. I'll just pull up each one here. She will be just this is my base drawing.
Can I give?
But
Can I give a suggestion?
Well, let me just finish that. Now, here's your suggestion. For this one, this will be the winter version of her outfit, and this would be the fall. This would be the summer. Now, I will say, like each season, her physio or her body is going to change a little bit. So in summer, like in spring, after she defeats the first calamity that comes across her planet, she realizes that even though she was kind of made to fight off the calamities that are coming to the planet, she's like, she's kind of like a more of a nurturing character. She doesn't really like fighting. So after she fights, she's like, all right, I'm done, whatever. And she kind of retreats into the metaphors and she kind of gets fat. So when the summer sacrament comes to, train her for the next calamity that's coming, he has to like get her in shape. So in summer, she's going to have more of a muscular build. And in summer, she's going to, by the end of spring, she's going to have like this giant spring fro. And then when summer comes, she's going to like dread it up. So in the summer version, she's going to have dreads. And in the spring version, I'm going to design this spring version. I don't really like it. I'm going to design it a little bit differently. The idea is she's supposed to have like petals. That's kind of like a skirt looking thing. But I don't like the champion belt. I'm going to design that a little bit differently.
Can I give a suggestion?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
She can do push-ups and sit-ups, but please don't use that butt. I want 800 Baby got back. Baby got back.
All right. Thanks, Sam, for coming in, man. Next time if you come in early, man, we'll pull you up. We'll pull you up so we can chat, man. We haven't talked in a while. See how you doing. But yeah, we're gonna sign off here. Everyone, thank you for coming. And when's the next time you want to do another one, guys?
Next Friday's works for me.
Friday. Yeah, there's some anime I want to talk about. I want to do. It was a show we were gonna do specifically for anime, right? We're just gonna talk about anime.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, we talk about Dragon Ball. You guys try to watch Kaiju number 8, so we can talk about that because it's only like 10 episodes.
Hey, I'm stealing somebody's Crunchyroll. I can do that.
Yeah, it's only like 10 episodes. Yeah, so try to watch English on Friday.
Well, yeah, is it English dubbed?
Yeah, it is English dub.
Good.
Yeah, it's English dub. I really want to talk about. I really want to talk about that anime. Frieren. That's probably one of the best animes I've seen in a long time, dude.
What is it?
Frieren.
Oh no, he won't like that, bro. He won't like that. You already know he won't like that.
Oh, because it had elves in it.
Yeah. You already know how he feels about elves. Yeah, he doesn't like elves.
Yeah.
Sam, like elves.
Sam, around 8:30 is.
Don't like elves. You be complaining about elves.
Right.
I don't like. There's a difference. I don't like your elves.
Okay, guys, I'm trying to tell.
You don't like no elves. You always complain about elves regardless. You be complaining about elves every time we be.
What are you talking about? I love Puck and Berserk. I love Puck and Berserk.
Okay, all right.
Bro, but elves aren't a big part of Berserk. What are you talking about, dude?
Exactly. They're not a big part.
All right.
What are you talking about?
Before we sign out, guys, I'm trying to tell Sam the next. We usually meet between 8:30 and 8:40 p.m. But you don't have to meet exactly at the time. You can come in later because we usually do it for like around 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. We're on, yeah. So yeah. But okay, guys. Thanks, Sam, for coming up. And I'll see you guys next Friday.
No, we should do fair instead. So he has to care about elves. Yeah, we're